Back to the NC State Insider Podcast. I'm your host and lead beat writer, Tucker Sennett, joining you here today to discuss some NC State men's basketball news, more of a recruiting focused episode, as some intel about the NC State's upcoming recruiting processes for the 2026 and 2027 class has leaked out from some of the recruiting sites and our own recruiting coverage as well. And just want to kind of give the people an update on that as the season moves forward because it's been an important week and it's about to be an important weekend here for Will Wade and general manager Andrew Slater, who are really trying to reel in a big target here, kind of in this early recruiting process. They're trying to get the number one point guard in the country, Darren Rippey Jr., on board with the Wolfpack. He's on campus here in Raleigh now. Um, he went to practice today. Today's Thursday. He'll be at the game Friday night against UAB. This is the number one point guard in the country, as I said. NC State is the last visit he's going to be taking. And he's obviously spent the whole day here Thursday, going to spend most of Friday here as well, go to the game, and then fly out on Saturday. So he's got a couple 24, 48 hours full of Will Wade and the Wolfpack to digest and ultimately make his decision. Um, Kind of a unique clash of college sports humor and recruiting here as the Burnerverse. Might have broken some news that he was on campus riding around with Andrew Slater on a golf cart. I'll get the exact tweet for you here, but one of the NC State burner accounts, likely run by a student, confirm Andrew Slater was on the golf cart. This is Um, Andrew Slater was on the golf cart next to Tally, which is the student center, alongside Deron Rippey Jr. and his family. Can't confirm the mood on the cart seemed to be good, and there was lots of smiles slash laughing was behind them for 3 minutes. Don't know what this means for his status, but it can't be good. That's from Anthony Barber on Twitter if you want to throw him a follow, but some Burnerverse crossover there. Darren Rippey Sr. tweeted a few times Thursday, turn up at Pac-Man's basketball with a photo of NC State practicing. So they are in the building. NC State looks like they did a nice jersey for him for his recruit photo shoot, as that always goes. His dad said this is his last official visit, and then he'll announce his top five. It's probably safe to say that NC State's going to be in his top five, given that this is the last school and he already kind of had some interest here, but also he's pretty tight with another NC State recruit that's already made the decision, Cole Clower, who is billed as the hometown kid, finishing up at IMG. He's going to be here starting next year, as a member of that class of 2026. So he and Rippy got to know each other over the summer on one of their AAU circuits, and that could be a nice little combo coming in together for that 2026 class. And this would be a huge get. It would be a five-star recruit for Will Wade and company in a class that has been sort of unbelievably slow in coming together because there's a lot of recruits that are pushing this to the very end in terms of committing places because of the financial situation within college basketball. A lot of uncertainty there right now. So guys aren't getting the numbers that they want, but looks like NC State's going to have a shot to get one of the top players in the country. They're going to be competing against other big time programs. He's already visited places like Duke, Tennessee. I'll get the full list for you here. He went to Syracuse already, went to Kentucky, went to, I mean, already a few big ones. Went to Texas. He's been to North Carolina. He's been to Miami. So those are the schools he's visited. He has interest from a lot more than that, but he seems to be definitely locked in on the schools that he's visited so far. My guess is, I'm sure if he likes the triangle, NC State's going to be competing with Duke which always is exciting when those two schools get to go head to head for a recruit because they don't like each other very much. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. But he wasn't the only recruit on campus this week, or not really on campus, but around the program. Jordan Page, number 9 in the class of 2027, attended the season opener. He's a local Raleigh product who's a phenomenal player, really, really strong guard for his grade. Obviously, still has some time at the high school level, but he'd be a big get for this program in terms of, the local fabric of NC State basketball. Keeping that talent at home would be enormous for Will Wade and Slater. Seemed like I mean I saw him there, seemed like he was having a good time. He told Corey Smith of 24/7 Sports that compared to his last visit to the Lenovo Center. It was very different, much more electric experience. So that's certainly something to watch out for once they get through with their 2026 recruiting, when they start to move to that next class. He'll be a guy that is, I'm sure, high on their list. But for now, Darren Rippey Jr. is a priority. And we'll see what happens with his visit in the next coming days in terms of if NC State lands in his top five. But based on the reaction of the fan base and his dad on social media, things are looking pretty good for NC State. And based on Will Wade's momentum right now and winning that game the way he did in that opener and kind of rallying this fan base back to life. I think this is certainly going to be an interesting one. Um, I will be watching as it happens, and of course, if you want more recruiting coverage, you can follow our recruiting insider writer Jordan. He covers all that stuff, so he'll have more updates on that as it comes out. But I just figured I'd drop in as the beat writer and give my opinion on the situation. As always, thanks for tuning into the NC State Insider Podcast. If you want more content, go ahead and throw me a follow on X at Senate Tucker. You can also follow our Facebook page at Wolfpack on SI. And of course, daily episodes come out on the Sports Videos on SI YouTube channel. Get all the content you need. We'll see you next time.